Welcome one and all to the Cine Geeks podcast, where movies, TV, and all things geek collide. I'm Angela, joined by my lovely group of drag geeks who happen to celebrate their birthdays this week. Give it up for birthday boy number 1, Norman!
Happy birthday to me. Okay, yun lang. Thanks for tuning in. Maraming salamat po for your support sa Cine Geeks. That's it.
Okay, papakabog ba? Birthday boy number 2, our kasani, Mason.
Naku. Sabi ng pabo, naku, magse-celebrate na naman tayo ng isa pa nating kaarawan. Grabe naman to. So, maraming salamat po sa pag-celebrate ng birthday to me. With me, mga kasinigiks po namin. Thank you so much. Nandito naman po kami. Ayan. So, ako po talaga si Angela Jr.
Alright. And also, our resident Miss Jacqueline.
Hello.
Mag-iingay ka naman, Jello.
Paano ulit yung ingay? Okay, we miss you. You miss us. Thank you. Welcome back. Grabe, nagtagal ng break natin. But yeah, happy birthday sa kay Norman and Mason.
Yes.
Kiss. Yo, kiss yo.
That kayong tatlo.
Wanna join?
Grabe, we took a break. I think 2 weeks tayong nagbakasyon. Some went on vacation. Some focus on their work. Kaya siguro ganito tayo ka-hyper.
Right.
That's
Actually.
true. Anyways, without any further ado, let's go and proceed with our review and reaction for episode 7 of Drag Race Philippines Season 2.
But before we continue, would like to remind everyone who hasn't done so to follow our pod whenever you listen to our podcast, like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and Google Podcasts.
Also, set your players to automatically download our new episodes so you don't miss out on our fun Cinegeek conversations.
Yes, and also please don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Threads, X, aka Twitter, and Instagram so you can join in on the Cinegeeks conversation.
I have to hand it to Jello. Jacqueline pa rin yung tunog niya kanina.
In character siya.
Ayan.
Also, please don't forget to leave us 5-star review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. If you absolutely enjoy this episode and the entire podcast called Cine Geeks, so 5-star na, parang grab lang yan. Baka naman.
Baka
Shokot?
naman.
Nakakashokot naman.
Yes.
Alright, with that in mind, let's go ahead and talk about episode 7 of Drag Race Philippines Season 2, which is entitled Twinning the Sequel. It was aired September 13th, 2023. And this is a makeover episode. Ayan. Did we have a makeover episode last season?
I cannot remember.
Makeup episode lang naalala ko.
Siguro hindi siya ganun pa sobrang tumatak. Kaya hindi natin natandaan.
True.
Pero parang wala nga.
Parang wala naman.
Kasi I really can't recall.
Anyways, ang imi-makeover ng ating mga queens ay ang Golden Gaze, which is a Philippine non-profit organization that provides support and care facilities for elderly LGBTQIA+ people. Ayan.
I love the name Golden Gaze.
Yes.
Not because being gay is golden, but aging is always gold.
Yes, that's right. Because aging comes with so much wisdom. Diba?
Ikaw, Tita Jello.
Caught off guard siya, no? Ay, may sasabihin pala. Ang hirap kapag sila yung kasama. Ang bibilis.
Nagpa-process pa yung utak ko. Pero, yeah, it's golden.
I think before we proceed to our maxi challenge for this episode, we have to talk about the mini challenge that our drag racers did. Ano ba yung ating mini challenge na to, Mayton?
Yes, our mini challenge for this episode was to basta mag-makeup sila for only 5 minutes sa isang sobrang maliit na mirror. Okay, so hindi sila mag-share, hindi sila magkakaroon ng individual mirror, kundi isang maliit na mirror lang gagamitin nila.
Bago tayo mag-proceed, okay lang ba sa'yo ang maliit?
Ay, hindi pwede.
Oh my God! Na-scandalo!
Yung maliit na mirror naman, te.
Oo,
Yun. Kasi hindi mo makikita at saka hindi mo masyado mahahawakan ng maayos. Oo.
Akala ko hindi mo mararamdaman yung muka.
Hindi pwede yun.
Wala
Requirement
naman sa
yun.
size yan, di ba? Ng mirror.
Let's proceed. Minsan mali talaga yung bibig ko eh.
Yon, nag-drag up sila for a limited amount of time using just one mirror. Natuwa ako kasi si Bernie, talagang hindi na siya nakisali. Hindi na siya nakiagaw dun sa mirror. Parang sanay na talaga yung mata ni Madam.
Truth.
No, hindi niya na kailangan ng salamin.
Oo. She took advantage na sanay siyang mag-makeup kahit walang ilaw, walang salamin, at saka walang maayos na lugar. Kasi ako as a professional host, performer, may mga panahon talaga na pag binigyan ka ng entablado or ng stage, hindi binibigay yung comfort zone mo o the comfort you needed to prepare. So,
True.
kailangan you are ready. So, si Bernie, ang galing niya doon. Pero alam nyo, bago nyo i-review yung iba, napansin ko, si Jade So, prepared na siya eh.
Grabe.
Oo nga. Kaya nga may nag-comment sila, diba? Ba't parang yun pa rin?
Tama, walang
Diba? Parang
difference.
prepared.
Wala na bang iba?
Eh kasi nakatattoo na yata yung makeup niya eh.
And I think eto din yung episode na or mini challenge na si BJ, the Bortang BJ came back para sila ay kunan ng headshot.
Truth. Oo.
Headshot.
Headshot talaga.
Yung iba nga natawa ko kasi parang ginoke time, parang dinog show na lang nila yung makeup nila eh.
Pero
They did not take it seriously. What do you think?
actually, for me, natuwa ako doon kasi it showcased yung Filipino maparaan. Na parang if you're not given your comfort zone, what will you do to make it better para performance level pa rin? Yung parang in-smudge na lang nila yung mga parang in-smudge na lang nila yung mga lipstick, parang ginawa nilang horror. Mas madali nga naman yun to work on with such a small mirror and small amount of time. So,
True.
na-showcase yung pagiging maparaan ng Pilipino.
That's right.
Ayun. Just to add lang dun sa sinabi niyo about Miss Bernie. I love Miss Bernie because unang-una hindi siya nakipag-agawan. Pangalawa, kalkulado na yung kung ano ilalagay sa mukha niya. At saka pangatlo, kahit visually impaired siya, di ba naalala nyo, na yung isang mata niya, hindi niya nakikita na maayos. Isa na lang yung matang gumagana.
True.
So, the fact na meron siyang limitation, hindi naging hindrance sa kanya yun na maging maparaan. At saka, deadmahin yung iba. Tsaka, I'll just do my business. Oo.
That's right.
Mhm.
Oo.
Tama.
And, well, obviously, si Bernie ang naging winner ng mini challenge natin. And she won 20 puk. Ano bang naging advantage nung win ni Bernie?
Yes. So, yung naging advantage,
Ay siya ang nag-pair na mili kung sino o kanino mapupunta ang ating mga golden gays.
that's right. Oh,
Yeah, and ito yung mga naging pairings, okay? For Bernie, siya yung unang pumili. Bernie chose si Divine Amparo.
si Madam
Si
Si
Amaring.
Madam
Amparing.
Amparing, yes, that's right. And then, for Arizona Brandy, si Madonna Munier.
The
Ayan.
93.
Yes, 93 years young. Captivating Cat was paired with Miss Evangeline Pascual. Okay. And Hannah Beshi paired with Miss Cherry Pie Picache. Kaya mo ba yun? Kaya mo ba yun, Jello?
Pero in fairness, pag nilabuan mo yung mata mo, kamukha niya.
Diba? Mag-squint ka lang, oh. Parang, ano? Cherry
Oo.
Pie.
Oo.
Alright. Miss Jade So was paired with Miss Trisha Javier. And Miss Ovi Kant was paired with Carmen De La Rue, with our queen na 87 years young. Ayan. So, that's our pairings. Sige, let's start with Arizona. Ang name niya is si Tequila Sunrise. Yung drag name ni Madam Madonna.
Well, to me, how Arizona Brandy made the makeover of Madam Madonna as Tequila Sunrise, ang galing. Kasi ano talaga, parang nanay niya or lola niya, tiyahin niya, para talaga silang related. Mula head to toe. Especially, nilagyan niya din ng brand kasi nga Tequila Sunrise, yung ulo, ginawa niyang yellow. So, ang galing lang. on point yung makeup, tama yung blending, tsaka hindi nahirapan yung senior citizen sa ginawa nila.
True.
Tsaka yung earrings, no? Matawa ko yung lemon.
Ah,
Lemon yung
yeah.
earrings nila.
Talas
Pero-
ng mata.
Oo.
Talaga.
Tama.
Pero add ko lang, no, I really like what Arizona did to this to Madonna, no, yung 93. Imagine 93 years old, tapos she made it look very fabulous, no? Ang ganda ni Mama. Oo.
Mama Tequila.
Grabe talaga. Ang galing.
Actually, naalala ko lang, siya yung golden gay habang mini-makeupan, tapos ginagamitan ng beauty blender. Sabi ni Mama, ay parang TIT. Sabi ko talaga, in fairness sa reference.
Tsaka hindi ba siya yung nakakatulog?
Yes.
Siya yung nakakatulog.
Yung sabi ni Arizona, kailangan ko maging gentle kasi natutulog na siya.
Pero tayong mga performers, totoo naman talaga, pag sobrang gaang ng kamay ng makeup artist,
Nakakaantok siya.
nakakaantok naman
True.
talaga.
Ibig sabihin, magaan ang kamay ni
Yes.
Arizona.
Winner by default talaga. Nung pagpasok pa lang, sabi ko, ay, panalo to, te. Winner by default. Unang-una, kasi nga, tulad ng mga nasabi na ninyo, magkamukha talaga silang dalawa. Para silang blood-related talaga. At saka sobrang hanga-hanga ako at 93. Diyos ko, day. Hindi ko makita yung sarili ko 93. Gumaganyan pa ako.
How
Tapos
I wish
naka-heels
na
pa.
umabot tayo ng 93.
Diba?
And si Mama Madonna, it does not look like 93.
Oo nga, in fairness,
Yes,
no? The
yes.
skin. Tama. And I love that Arizona still incorporated her brand, which is orange and liquor, di ba? Kumbaga, talagang meron siyang established and well thought out yung persona niya yung drag persona niya, na pinasa niya din dun sa drag family na Tequila, Sunrise, and orange pa din yung suot.
Right.
Hindi siya nag-plateau.
Truth.
Kasi parehas daw silang mahilig uminom.
Yun din.
Yes.
Oo.
Mga lasinggero. Mga baklang lasinggero.
Nagkakaramdaman ata yung alcohol sa katawan. Dito ka lumapit, akong piliin mo.
Okay. Next we have is si Bernie with Miss Amparing.
Grabe. Ayan, sigunahan ko na. Nung nakita kong lumabas si Mama Burns, kasi sobrang love ko si Mama Burns together with Madam Amparing, sabi ko, ay, yung kanilang energy pareho. At tapos papasok nila, para talaga silang magbibigay ng show.
Tama.
Magbibigay ng show. At saka hindi nila sinayang yung outfit nila. Talagang pinanindigan nila na kami yung reyna ng episode na to. At naipakita nila yun sa proper execution nila. Tapos mga mata, yung mga pitik. Tapos, kalkuladong nilang dalawa na diva talaga silang dalawa. So, yun.
Speaking of diva at saka yung calculation, halatang halata na si Mama Amparing used to perform.
Yes.
And she looks like a pageant queen. No? Glamorosa.
Tindig, talyadang talyada.
Truth.
I have to hand it to Mama Amparing na alam niya pa rin yung may muscle recall pa rin.
She still got it.
Yes, may asim
May
pa.
asim pa din. Oo.
I have also to share na si Bernie did a very good job. Kasi kung titignan natin, magkaiba yung skin tone nila at yung height nila magkalayo. Pero yung reference na hindi kami totally magkamag-anak. Hindi niya literal. Pero we came from the same style. So na-reflect niya dun sa kanilang gold and parang somewhat silver platinum. Ang ganda with crown and everything.
Truth.
Yeah.
Actually for me yung 'di ba, mahilig kasi si Bernie sa shiny things, silver, gold. Ang galing nung incorporation niya doon. And yung yung runway nila, yeah. It shows yung who's the queen and who's not. Parang paglabas nila, eto kami ang reyna. And si Mama Amparing, who happens to look like Paolo.
Actually, siya yung nag-point out mismo, diba?
Napansin din namin, magtatay ba tayo? Sabi nito. So, yeah, tama yung sabi ni Norman, tindig pa lang, lakad pa lang sa stage, yung projection niya, she still got it. Talagang season to seasons na talaga siya.
Tsaka alam mo, while I was watching their runway habang naglalakad sila, parang nakikita ko na talagang Miss Amparing is living her fantasy. Parang
Right.
binabalikan niya yung mga
Oo.
dating mga rampa niya, ganon.
The glam and the glide.
Feel na
Yes.
feel niya talaga. And I love na Bernie really listened to Miss Amparing kung ano yung gusto niyang fantasy, kung ano yung ano. Kumbaga, tinailor fit niya yung makeover niya to realize yung vision and yung fantasy ni Miss Amparing.
This reminds me of the late Charito Solis and yung mga gumanap
Oo.
na
Oo nga.
Faye sa Okay Ka Perico.
Ay, oo.
Yes,
Oo,
oo nga,
kasi
totoo.
nung nakita ko si Mama Amparing, sabi ko, naku, ito yung
Really?
bibigyan ka ng ganun yan. Tapos parang, kung nagkamali ka, patay. Alam mo yung principal niyo nung high school, saka nung elementary na patay kang bata ka. O kaya guidance counselor, yan yun. So,
Totoo.
True.
she speaks how a person should be so regal.
Yeah,
Regal
that's the
is
word.
the right word.
Yeah, that's the right
Oo.
word.
Yeah. Ang next naman natin is Captivating Cat Cat with Miss Evangeline Pascual and AKA Captivating Meow Meow.
Alam nyo, nung episode, aaminin ko na, sobrang slow ko. Captivating cat-cat. Tapos captivating meow-meow. Bakit?
Medyo nag-buffer ka.
Oo. Bakit meow-meow? Pusa pala yung cat-cat pota.
What can you say? First impression, Jello.
Ang galing nung actually nahirapan si Kat. Ito yung nahirapan si Kat kasi lahat ng ibibigay niya or ipe-present niya na susuotin, ayaw niya, hindi daw siya nagsusuot. Sabi ni
Oh, I remember.
Siya yun. Ayaw niya, mag-heels, ayaw niya, hindi ako nagsusuot niyan or something. Pero for some reasons napapayag niya, 'di ba?
Yeah.
And not to be negative on it, no. Kasi ito si 'di ba, yung 47 years old if I'm not mistaken.
Hindi.
No, she's 71.
71.
Sorry, 71. Okay, pero napaganda pa rin niya. I mean, they're beautiful na yung mga Golden Gays as they are. Pero ang galing ng mga ginawa nila na napaganda pa nila, parang naibalik yung youth, yung 'di ba? The queen that they are. So, dun sa suot naman nila, again, it's silver and gold din. Pero kasi nga, ang galing nung nilagay ni Kat Kat sa gold because they're the Golden Gays, 'di ba? Siya yung binigyan niya ng gold na suot, 'di ba? And basta ang ganda nila. Ang ganda nila dyan.
Yes, to add lang din, gustong-gusto ko yung naging execution ni Captivating Cat Cat at Captivating Meow Meow. Kasi ang daming nangyayari doon sa kanilang execution. Ang daming nangyayari doon sa sa kanilang production na di mo sukat akalain na may papatanggal pa pala nitong cape, may papatanggal pa nitong buhok.
May reveal.
May reveal,
Ayaw,
may
oo
pa-hashtag reveal sila. At sa ganong klaseng edad, hindi mo sukat akalain na meron pang ganong klaseng class na dalhin. In fairness kay Kat Kat, gustong-gusto ko yung ginawa niya na inalalayan niya kasi nga si Madam Captivating Meow Meow medyo nag-hold back pa. Nag-hold back pa siya doon. Pero hindi niya hinayaan na kainin niya, ma-overpower yung ng energy niya.
Yes.
Oo. So, congratulations.
Nag-adjust
Kat Kat.
si Kat Kat
Oo.
talaga.
Oo, I have to agree. Alright. Wala sa hulog. Well, Captivating Cat Cat and Captivating Meow Meow, make-up pa lang, ang galing ni Kat Kat kasi nagmukha talaga magkadugo sila. Kung si Bernie, she didn't take it literally. Ito naman, pati sa make-up, pati dun sa look, para talaga silang related. Though sa costume, again, nasabi natin na si Captivating Meow Meow nagsuot ng gold, si Bernie, si Kat Kat nagsuot ng platinum or silver. Pero yung approach, yung ensemble ng kanilang runway look, ang galing. Alam mo na, may relationship. Tama din, I like the reveal. I like how they presented themselves with shining, shimmering, splendid colors of gold and silver.
Yes.
Tsaka sila yung nagpaputok.
Ay, oo nga, I remember that.
May tinira sila doon. Pinutukan nila yung mga Jujay.
Sila yung namarel.
Kakalorky talaga yung mga banat nyo.
Mhm.
At ano naman ang masasabi mo?
Wala na, sinabi nyo na lahat eh. As usual.
And who's our next racer?
Okay, our next racer is Hanabeshi, paired with Miss Cherpai Pikache, also known as Mitsubishi.
Mitsubishi.
Galing nun.
Actually, buti na lang. Hindi siya missed opportunity. Naisip niya yon. Kasi yun yung pinaka-obvious na witty name na pwede niyang i-ano.
Yes. In fairness, sige, unahan ko na. Itong si Hanabeshi at saka si Mitsubishi are the Cortina girls. The Cortina girls. Kasi meron talaga kami niyan sa bahay. Lalong-lalo na yung sinuot ni Mitsubishi. Meron yan doon sa sala namin.
Naalala ko nung bata ako, pati telepono, may balot na ganyan.
Oo.
Truth.
Diba? Tapos lahat ng ibabaw ng TV, may ganyan.
Washing machine.
Diba?
Truth.
Handle ng ref.
Tama.
Kaso nga lang, itong sa outfit, medyo nung nakita ko lang yung kay Hanabeshi, yung sa kanya, parang garbage bag yung naging cover ng dun sa may upper at saka sa lower ano niya. So sabi ko, I wish it could have been done. It would have been different. Parang sabi ko, I was looking sana na mas naging malinis yung pagkakalagay niya. Kasi kung titingnan mo ng malapitan, parang hindi siya malinis.
True.
Yun.
Actually, parang medyo, yun eh, malagi kong napapansin sa mga outfits ni Hanabeshi na hindi masyadong pulido or polished yung underwear niya. Kaya naapektuhan yung buong
Look.
Yeah.
Truth.
Ako naman, gusto ko yung kanilang 70s hairstyle at saka yung accessories. Maganda rin naman. Kaya lang, nung tititigan mo nga, hindi pareho yung undergarment ni Hanabeshi at saka ni Mitsubishi. Pero yung look nila, kahawig naman. So, if we are going to have it as a makeover and familiarity to each other bilang pamilya, pumasa naman.
What about you, Jello?
Ako naman, tama yung maganda yung theme ni Hanabeshi na 70s, no? Kita dun sa kanilang from shoulders to head, yung hairstyle, medyo magkamukha naman. But for me, hindi ako nagandahan dun sa dress nila na ginawa ni Hanabeshi. Parang nakukulangan ako bukod sa yun nga yung undergarment ni Hanabeshi hindi match kay Mitsubishi. Pero yung Flora...
Paano pagkakasabi nyo ng Mitsubishi?
Mitsubishi.
May pagkairita talaga.
Sorry na.
Mitsubishi. O ano naman ang comment mo, Mayton, sa kukurtinahin na kukur na to?
Ay nako, yun na nga, medyo playful yung naging execution nila. Maganda naman, kaso nga lang, kung titingnan mo din yung makeup ni Mitsubishi, parang medyo makalat. Diba? Nung nakita ko, bakit parang hindi pantay? Yung kay Hanabeshi, maganda yung makeup niya, pero nung kinlose up ko kay Mama Cherry Pie, sabi ko, ay, ano ba yan, ate girl?
Ulit.
So, I was anticipating it sana kasi magaling mag-makeup si Hanabeshi. Yun lang sana kung naging pantay at saka naging mas malinis yung pagkaka-makeup niya, mas naging pulido yung pagkaka-makeup niya kay Madam Cherry Pie. Di mas equal yung naging star factor nilang dalawa. So,
I agree.
yun. Diba?
Ang taas ng energy niya doon. Anyways, Angela, ano naman ang masasabi mo?
I love na talagang
Uy, may nasabi siya.
nag-iisip pa rin ako, muntik na ako maubusan eh. Pero yung campiness ni Hanabeshi, naipasa niya kay Mitsubishi. Yung comedic runway na may kwento or parang skit sila doon habang rumarampa. Kumbaga, naisali niya pa yung comedy. And kahit na, ayun nga, si Miss Mitsubishi, 60 years old na, talagang sumabay pa rin kay Hanabeshi dun sa comedy niya.
Tsaka alam nyo, mukha talaga sila magkamag-anak.
True.
Pwedeng tiyahin niya, lola niya, nakita ng tatay niya, na yung pala ang nanay niya.
Magaling kasi talaga mag-makeup si Hannah Beshi.
Diba?
So, yung makeup yung nagdala nung resemblance eh.
Pero hindi talaga ako fan dun sa kukur niya. Kasi this is Drag Race Philippines. This is Drag Race. Let alone, this is a competition. So, yung kukur niya, parang, was this,
Kukur talaga.
Kukur tinahin. So,
Nasosok pa ako.
so, sabi ko, bakit ganon? Okay, hawig, mukhang magkamag-anak, na makeover, pero kukur, Drag Race Philippines to. Sana, nag-level up. Kasi kung tutuusin yung naunang tatlo sa kanya, galing. Tapos yun sa akin, parang, sige na nga.
Agree.
Tsaka naalala ko, nagawa na natin yan ng cortina eh. Remember?
Oo. Nung younger days natin.
Kaya natin gawin yan eh.
Di ba?
Yung mga kumot-kumot na ginagawang dress. Parang ganun yung peg eh.
Oo nga eh.
Diba?
Ito, cortina, kumot, mantel. Ganun yung,
Mantel, oo.
sabi ko, parang, ginawa lang ba ito sa workroom?
Saka yung kulay ng mga accessories nila, hindi, sana may kulay.
Sana in-elevate pa nila, Yun eh.
Kasi kung 70s, di ba, colorful na
True.
Dumako naman tayo sa susunod natin na pair. Ito ay si Miss Jade So, made over si Miss Trisha Javier, also known as Miss Chloe Larususo.
Larosuso.
Hayop.
Ayan. And literal.
Sila ay mga walking suso. Okay.
Suso.
How do you think about it? What do you think about it? How do you think about it? Paano pinag-isipan? What do you think about it, Mayton?
Unang-una talaga nung pumasok talaga sila, nung nakita ko, sabi ko, bakit parang ito mga Kinder Joy?
Kinder Joy? Baka naman.
Baka naman.
Oo, Kinder Joy. Nilagyan na ng pabo. Yung ng
Feather.
ng feather ng pabo.
balahibo.
Sabi ko, okay. Alam mo yung presentation mo nung elementary, yung ganon. May pa ganon. Tiny bubble. Yung ganon. Sabi ko, nako, hindi naman nag-level up si Madam Larususo. So sabi ko, okay. Medyo let down sa akin yung kanyang overall na ginawa. Well, I would like to commend though yung si Madam Trisha. Kasi Madam Trisha yung kasama niya, diba? Kahit na medyo hirap siya maglakad kahit pa paano nag-emote-emote pa din siya. So sa ganyang edad, thank you so much sa pag-participate.
Na
Ayan.
itawid.
Yes.
Yeah. Jalo.
Ako naman dito, parang I think yung idea dito ni Miss Jade So was more of, all of the idea was her. Parang hindi niya nabigyan ng what you call this, hindi niya nabigyan ng time or para mag-agree. Parang naipilit niya or some sort of that, 'di ba? Parang naipilit niya lang yung gusto niya. So, parang napilitan lang din si Miss Trisha, 'di ba? Tsaka hindi ko talaga bet. This is easily my bottom of for the runway. Like bagong branding naman, iba naman Miss Jade So.
Gising-gising. Ako naman, to me, I have to agree with Jello. Walang level up, walang bago, at wala ring dating. Hindi ako nag-enjoy sa performance na to. Not because hindi niya napaganda o nabigyan ng justice yung Golden Gay. Bagkus, walang something bagong pinakita si Jade So, hindi ako na-happy. Hindi ako naging masaya.
Actually, siya lang yung naiba kasi yung ibang queens, they treated their Golden Gay na queen with dignity and respect.
Yes.
And glamour talaga.
Ito animated pa rin.
Tsaka yung yung medyo borderline offensive and medyo crude niyang personality. Pinasa niya dun sa Golden Gay na hindi naman natin alam kung yun din yung personality, 'di ba?
Truth.
Sana
Yes.
naging, kung sexy yung personality ni Jade So, sana sexy na lang din yung pinakita niya. No? Kasi ito, pang last episode na alien yan naman tong... Hindi mo alam kung goiter tong pinakita.
Consistent, no?
At saka kung titingnan mo closely yung parang hindi masyadong happy si Madam Trisha sa
Yes.
ginawa niya.
Oo, I have to
Parang hindi
agree.
siya masyadong nag-i-enjoy. Parang wala na siyang no choice.
Wala na siyang no choice.
Wala na siyang no choice.
I love that.
Oo.
May choice ka ba? Wala nang no choice eh.
Diba?
Pero she appeared naman to have fun kasi parang nilaro niya na lang din. Pero
Professional, ibig sabihin.
Oo.
Pero yun nga, I would have loved it kung tinreat niya yung presentation ng Golden Gay with glamour, with respect, and with dignity, and yung talagang bongga without being,
Yeah.
obscene.
Mm-mm.
Actually, hindi ko alam kung borderline disrespect, no? Parang kasing, you're trying to portray with a golden gay, no? Tapos, ganon. Sana man lang nag-delineate muna siya ng konti.
Oo, tayo pala mga Pilipino, ang taas ng reverence natin sa
Yes.
matatanda.
Yes. I would
Diba?
say that.
Ito parang dinikit niya pa rin sa brand niya. Okay, dinikit mo sa brand mo. Pero wala pa rin naman dating eh.
Actually.
Sana dinikit mo sa brand mo kasi sa mga previous episodes, ang ganda ng mga performance mo. Tapos biglang dito, dinikit mo sa brand mo, tapos let down din. Diba? Yun nga, walking goiter.
Let's compare it, let's compare it with another queen na dinikit niya sa brand niya, which is Arizona Brandy.
Mm-mm.
Yun, nirelate niya kay Madonna.
Yeah,
Madonna.
May Lola Madonna ba siya?
Yes, yes, oo.
Dahil singgera gay.
Oo, na at least they had that in common. Na inalam niya muna kung fit ba yung persona niya dun sa Golden Gay, which is, okay, we both love alcohol. So, pasok.
Yes.
Pero hindi niya yung parang finorce upon yung brand niya. Na parang, ito yung gagawin natin, okay, period. Yeah.
Ayun. So,
Anyways, so anything to add about Miss Jade So?
Pambata.
Oo.
Bottom. And last but not the least, we have Ovicon together with a very apparent old, golden, but yet so beautiful.
Carmen de la Rue.
Oh, si Miss Carmen de la Rue. Yeah.
Actually, she did not change her name. Carmen de la Rue talaga siya, and her drag family name is the same.
Hindi binago.
Para sa akin, si Ovi talaga yung pinaka-respectful dun sa Golden Gay.
Yes.
And talagang, alam mo yun, binigay niya talaga yung fantasy.
Sa akin, alam nyo, si Ma'am Carmen de la Rue, akala ko siya yung 90 plus. Pero hindi pa pala. Ilang taon ulit si Ma'am
87.
87 years old. Yun. Tapos ito yung almost deaf na, no? Yung may
Yes.
hirap na talagang makarinig. Tapos medyo mahirap na rin kausapin. Pero it turned out, yung performance ni Ovicon dito, pinakita niya rin na kapamilya, kapuso, kapatid, kabagang talaga sila. Kitang-kita.
Truth.
From head to toe.
At saka nung na sila, yung nagre-ready, actually, nakinig lang si Ovicon. Ano ba yung gusto mo? Paano tayo maglalakad? Paano natin gagawin? Kasi ang nagmumuestra sino ang pangalan?
Madam Carmen
Madam
de la
Carmen.
Rue.
Yeah.
Sinundan lang niya, parang binigay niya yung gusto nung Golden Gay.
Alam mo kung ano yung sobrang heartfelt ko dito is lagi niyan tinatanong, okay ka lang?
Yes.
Okay lang po kayo. Okay, parang okay ka lang. Direct to the point. Tapos, yung ididikit niya yung bibig niya sa tenga ng someone na hindi mo naman relative. Sanay, makikita mo na sanay si Ovicon na mag-alaga ng matanda. Tapos,
Yeah.
ano ka daw? Okay ka ba? Yung ganon.
The patience,
Oo.
And yung tenderness.
Tsaka, yung pagiging touchy ni Miss Golden Gay, hindi naging hadlang yon para mailang si
Oo.
Ovicon.
Nung
So,
niyakap siya ni Ovicon.
oo. Ang galing. Ang galing.
And mas nakaka-touch actually nung dun sa parang deliberation, no? Nagbibigay ng feedback yung judges and they're asking how the makeover experience was. Kinkwento ni Ovi na naaalala niya yung lolo niya
Mm-mm.
Yes.
kay Miss Carmen na ganun din. And her lolo just passed away. Talagang mukhang makalolo talaga siya eh. Kaya iba yung parang nagtatag ng heartstrings kay
Totoo.
OV.
Yes.
Napanatili pa rin niya yung brand niya na out of this world, yung kanyang itsura. Pero, panalo.
Truth. And I would like to add also na I think there's magic dun sa naging performance nila. Ano yung naging sekreto? I think yung relationship mo talaga dun sa tao na gusto mong gawan na makeover at na magre-represent ng brand mo. Kasi kapag nagawa mo yun, mas magiging seamless na lang yung magiging execution nun. At lalabas at lalabas.
At we have to note that at 80 plus years old, may poise pa rin si Ma'am Carmen.
Yes.
Naka-heels.
So,
Pero with the assistance talaga and care from OV, they wouldn't have done that successfully kung hindi ganun ka-patient and talagang
Caring.
maalalay. Oo.
Si Ovicon.
Tsaka dito, si Ovicant did not took the spotlight. Instead, binigay niya kay Miss Carmen.
Oo.
That's right.
Ayan.
Yeah,
grabe.
so that's it.
So, sino yung naging winner natin?
Ang top 2 natin are Bernie and OV Kant.
Oo,
Serve.
pero nung ina-announce to, akala ko, kasi syempre bago ko napanood yung episode, meron ng spoilers online. Sabi ko, bakit battle si Ovicon at saka si Bernie? Anong nangyari? Alam mo yung narattle ako. Kasi in-announce din nung simula na yung si Arizona, si Katkat, si Jade So, at saka si Hanabeshi safe. Or akala ko, paano yung dalawa bottom? Yung pala, ito ay somewhat first sa ating drag race na sila ay magbabattle. Ano yung battle for, anong tawag ulit doon? Doon na lang natin ikat.
Lip sync for the win.
Lip sync for the win.
This time, nag-lip sync for
The
the win. Yung dalawa, which is si Bernie at saka si Ovicon.
So, sino yung So, ayan. So, sino yung nanalo?
Anong song muna? Oo.
Okay. Yun.
Ayan, the song
Oo.
they lip sync to was A Little Kiss, A Little Hug by Vernie
Varga. Isa sa mga divas ng Philippines.
Fabulous, timeless tong kantang to. Tsaka kabisado nila. Mukhang talagang suki to sa mga sa O-Bar, no? Talagang lagi na nila.
a little love.
Ay, may sample.
Oh, diba?
Copyright.
Sorry.
Copyright. Yeah. Pero in the end, lip sync for the win. Ang winner natin ay si
Mommy Bernie.
Yeah, deserve
Mommy
naman.
Bernie Varga.
Deserve.
And
So, naramdaman nyo ba yon? Si Mami Bernie, yung nanalo. Eh, di ba kada nanalo, may sumpa.
Actually.
Grabe. Alam mo yung nag-perform si Mommy Bernie, sabi ko, nung postura pa lang nilang dalawa ni Ovicant, alam ko na si Bernie mananalo. Kasi kain na kain, lamon na lamon sa stage. Makikita mo talaga na she's a star, she's a performer, and she gave all her best doon sa performance.
And this is the first time na nakita natin si Ovicant at saka si Bernie mag-perform ng lip sync.
no, kasi
Totoo.
never naman sila yatang na bottom
Oo.
Mm.
So, dahil nga lip sync for the win, naramdaman ko talaga na, shucks, ito pala yung apoy na kayang ibuga ni Bernie. At ito din naman yung hangin na kayang umihip from Ovicant. So, ang
Hangin
galing.
talaga. Parang iba yung dating nun.
Alin? Yung, bakit?
Ng hangin daw.
Sabaw moment na naman ako. Anyways, nanalo nga si Ovicant. Ano ba yan? Mali na
Bernie.
naman ako. Anyways, nanalo nga si Bernie for this lip sync for the win for this
Yes.
episode. Do you agree?
Deserve.
Deserve naman.
Deserve.
Kasi
Hashtag
dalang-dala
deserve.
ni Madam Amparing Siya yung pinaka-glamorosa sa lahat
Karubach na si Bernie.
Finally.
Finally, Finally!
It has happened to me.
Oh, copyright.
I think this is yung second Rue badge ni Bernie, no?
First niya.
First.
True badge niya.
Hindi, dalawa na yung Rue badge niya. Search nyo.
Pero natawa ko eh. Hindi ko alam kung yung ginawa. In-enjoy na lang ata ni Ovicant na naghubad-hubad na siya.
Oo. Nag-enjoy.
Hubadera talaga si ate girl.
Akala mo may pasabog sa bubel niya na wala naman pala eh. Oo. Pero congratulations, Mommy Bernie.
Congrats!
Oo. Isa ka talagang tunay na reyna, tunay na Diyosa, nag-iisa, Mommy Bernie.
Ay, hindi. Second pala.
Kasi
Sorry.
nanalo sa Fringe.
Oo.
Ay,
siya
oo.
nanalo
Ay,
sa
oo nga,
Fringe.
binago na nga. Oo.
Sorry
Miss
na.
Fringe.
Okay.
Pangalawa niya na yan kasi nga siya yung nanalo sa Fringe ng ina mo.
Oo.
Fringe ng ina mo rin.
Alam niyo, minalimutan tayo. Sino ba yung judges para sa episode na to?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Okay, let me. Ang judges natin for this episode is Gloria Diaz,
Yes, the first
Miss Universe.
from the Philippines.
Yes.
1969.
1969. Very fitting, not because senior na si Miss Gloria Romero masasabi ko, Miss Gloria Diaz, pero as a beauty queen, alam niya din mag-judge ng makeover, ng runway, at saka syempre siya ang first pinakamagandang
Babae sa balat ng lupa.
Yun.
Pero medyo medyo underwhelming yung kanyang outfit
Truth.
for a drag race stage.
Yeah.
Very mall.
I think kailangan din niya ng makeover.
Correct.
Charing.
Pero that's not taking away anything from, of course, Miss Universe 1969, Miss Gloria Diaz. It's just that, it's a drag race. Kumbaga, dito yung over the top na dapat talagang...
You have to be overdressed.
Yes. Oo.
Medyo simple nga. Medyo simple yung suot niya.
Baka nag-tita mode na siya.
Yeah. Anyways, we also have Raho Laurel.
Yes.
Rahol Laurel.
Yeah.
Na that's so atrocious.
That's trash. This is trash.
This is trash.
Ang kanyang controversial moment from season 1.
Anong masasabi niyo sa outfit ni Mama Pao for this episode?
Actually, nasad ako. Kasi I was expecting more. Ang ganda na mukha niya, pero hindi siya drag talaga. Hindi siya all na prepared for the show. I think parang okay. Ang simple lang masyado.
Ako naman on the contrary, parang this is a take of Mama Pao. If you have watched the, I think 1992 Death Become Her.
Yung movie ni Meryl Streep?
Oo. Yung ageless woman doon, ganyan yung costume nun eh. Ganyan yung suot niya.
So inspired pala
Parang
siya.
inspired siya doon.
Okay,
Pero
okay.
I also have to agree with Mayton. Parang is this too simple or too sexy or is this for Drag Race also? Yung suot naman, paano naman yung suot ni gusto ko yung suot actually ni dito. Both ni Kalad Karen at saka ni Jiggly Caliente. Kasi nga, si Jiggly Caliente, sinabi niya pa na ginaya ni Ovicat yung buhok niya. Tapos si Kalad Karen did also a good job. Ayun.
Yes.
So,
Anong mano nyo?
Ako, yung kay Pao, I think yung attempt niya na, parang attempt to do different actually failed.
Ako naman, I just appreciate na medyo dressier yung kanyang outfit this time. Kasi yung iba, very casual masyado. So, mas glamour to.
Ayan.
Okay.
So, Jiggly Caliente, parang Manila Luzon, yung hairstyle.
Ay, oo.
Very, very light.
Pero ang ganda ni Kalad Karen dito.
Oo. Crush ko sa Kalad Karen dito. Sabi ko, ay,
ngibuli.
oo. Pwede naman. I miss Kalad Karen. Love you po.
Si Mama Pao, again kay Mama Pao, yung damit niya ngayon, tama si Angela. Tama yung fit, di ba? Hindi katulad ng mga previous na
Ill-fitting.
ang luwag.
Oo.
Di ba?
Oo.
O kaya parang naka-almirol. Alam mo yun? Parang napaka-uncomfortable.
Ang tigas. Ito okay. Okay to.
Mas figure hugging.
Bagay.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So, I
Ayan.
guess that's it for our episode 7.
10.
Shing, 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 shing.
Episode 7, walang na-eliminate. We 6 queens remain.
Yes.
So, for this episode, ano yung ating masasabi naman sa Golden Gays o sa mga nakakatandang members ng LGBTQIA+. I'd like to begin. This episode was very emotional for me because this reminds me to be more respectful to older people. At saka, sabi nga ng mga judges natin, these people, these Golden Gays, they were the ones who experienced discrimination, disrespect before us. So, I'd like to pay tribute. Maraming salamat po. And I hope these members of the Golden Gays enjoyed their little stay at Drag Race Philippines.
Right. So, thank you so much po sa lahat ng Golden Gays. Maraming salamat po sa inspirasyon na binigay nyo sa amin. Kung wala po kayo, hindi po kami magiging dito ngayon. I mean, kung wala po sa inyo, hindi po namin na-i-record po to. Dahil kayo po yung nagbigay sa amin ng lakas na loob na ipakita na meron kaming space sa society na to and we exist as well. And thank you so much because you made our lives even more colorful. And
Yeah, if it weren't for the Golden Gays, there wouldn't be there would be walang Drag PH, walang Drag Race. Thank you so much for fighting the first fight for us. It's time for you now to enjoy. Very thankful you paved the way for us to be accepted, to be, part of the community, part of everything. Now, we're also human. So yeah, very, very thankful. And I hope you live a longer and happy life pa.
And I think just to add lang, I think they are the Golden Gays because they have prepared us the way to also enjoy our golden years.
Yes.
Yeah.
Grabe, salamat.
Yes. As an ally,
Yeah.
I can honestly say na it is just right for us to, really tip our hat off to them and pay tribute and honor them this time na they're in the sunset of their lives and ngayon nila nakikita na okay, things are better. The world is better now than before and yung gratitude na deserve nila, na they are due, is being given to them and they are getting their shine in the spotlight.
Right.
Sorry, habol ko pala, no? Thank you pala for fighting for us with love instead of hate, no? Instead of isipin yung sarili. They fought kasi with love, like, kahit ayaw na sa kanila ng pamilya nila, they work for their family. So, yeah, again, thank you very much.
Yeah, so that's it for episode 7 of Drag Race Philippines. Cinegeeks, if you've seen this episode, please share with us what you thought about it. Comment it on our social media.
Again, we are on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads, and X at CinegeeksPod.
Yes, also don't forget to leave us a 5-star review on Spotify,
Baka
Apple
naman.
Podcast, and Google Podcast if you absolutely enjoyed our episode.
Yeah, before we close, of course, your social media handles, please, Norman.
Please do follow me on Instagram. It's NomanJ. It's at KNOWMANJAY.
Yes, and mine, MATHON_ALAGOS. Ayan.
For me, again, visit Mason. I'm there. Parang gusto ko nang palitan ng atja.
I think taken na yun. Jacqueline Jose.
Maybe twist ko lang.
Kung may Miss Jade, so ikaw si Miss Jacqueline. Oh.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not?
Anyways, for my lovely drag geeks, this has been Angela.
Norman.
Mathon.
Jello.
Thank you for listening to the Cine Geeks podcast, where movies, TV, and all things geek